Hey guys, just a quick disclaimer before we start the video. OBS had some issues while I was recording, that's why the quality of the video will be really low for the first few minutes. Don't worry, it'll be fixed after like 2-3 minutes, so just stick in there. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. My name is Conscience, and today I'll be showing you how to build megabases like a pro. First thing you want to do is to create a new single player flat world. Now that we're on the super flat world, what's the idea of your build? What do you want it to look like? At what point in survival would it be reasonable to build this? Second thing you want to think up is what build palettes you want. What kind of blocks are you looking to make it out of? What blocks work best together? And also, what style do you want to build in? Do you want to build in medieval, ancient Asia, futuristic, steampunk, Minecraft? And then we take that all into account and this is the build palette. Here we have different versions of deep slate to make up the roof. We have polished andesite to make up the flooring. We have different stone variants as the outside walls, different quartz and calcite as the interior walls, and stained glass as the windows. And if you haven't figured out already, I'm going to make a church. A really big church. A behemoth church. An omega church. And since this church is going to be a mega base, we need it to be really big. But, we need to start building this church. And the process is really quite simple. You grab some stone and you place it down. No, not quite. What we want to do with this stone is basically create the layout of our build. So I would want this church to be pretty big. So I'm just gonna do that. Alright, so I've just finished building the layout for our church mega base, and I reckon it looks pretty good. We've got an arch that will lead into a supposed storage room, and then we've got the more churchy looking bit that will kind of look like a cathedral. That's the word I'm looking for. And then we have this kind of front courtyard. It'll look nice and luscious with ponds and all the fancy details. And now that that's finished, we can come back over to our palette area, and we need to look at the outside walls. This is the palette we're going to use for building up the walls of our church mega base. And all we need to do now is fill it in. And there we have it. This took hours and hours just to get this first section done. I haven't even done the back, but I am really proud with how the designs come out. So we've got this kind of trim around the edges, nice archway here and here, outlined by some quartz. Inside is made of sandstone. I reckon it looks pretty nice. And also, as you can see here, I've added some texturing onto the wall just to make it look more fancy and nice looking. And eventually I'll have this all over the wall, but for now I'm just doing some testing here. It looks really nice in my opinion. But without any more delay, I need to get working on these back 2 sections. So, time lapse. And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. These 2 back sections took me ages to 1, design on the spot, and 2, just build, because they are absolutely massive and very intricate. And I decided I'd leave the interior, but that's a future me problem. And that'll do it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learnt a few things from watching my process to designing Megabases. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Hey, just before you click off, it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe by clicking the button down below, as I'm in a subscriber race with this YouTuber. Don't worry, he's my friend and all, but I still want to win.